Hello everyone, my name is Strawberry and welcome back to my channel. Whenever I first started my channel, it was I think around a month or so ago, I made my very first video, like my actual first long video on this channel, and it was explaining what a furry was, and I'm watching it, I rewatched it today, and I was like, ooh, that's kind of bad. That's really bad. I don't like that. That's really disgusting bad. Ugh. So, like any, I should hope any YouTuber would want the best quality for their fans. And so I'd like to remake that video. Please let me remake the video because it is so bad. So today, I will be remaking this video. I will be adding a few more points that I did not mention in the original, and I want to cover what a furry is, for everybody leaving me the hate comments that tell me that I don't have a dad. So the most basic thing to talk about when being a furry is what is a fursona, or what is a OC. A fursona, or a OC, and OC stands for your original character. That is a character that you made, that you designed, that you drew. It is your original character. A fursona is like your character, your personality, who you are, what you do. And I currently have 3 fursonas. I have Strawberry, I have Blueberry, and I have Mango. And they all have different personalities. They're all completely different characters. None of them are alike. And that is what a fursona is. It is a character that somebody likes to play. If I'm being completely honest, furries are kind of like cosplayers. We make characters, and then we cosplay as them. So it is just a character. It is a character that a furry made, is the most simple explanation. Something else I should probably mention is that this is a hobby. It is a hobby. We do not think we are animals. That is not what is going through our heads. We don't think that we're animals. I do not think that I'm an animal. For everybody who leaves me those comments, let me just go ahead and specify right now. I do not think that I am an animal. Okay? Thanks. Now, something to mention, and a lot of people, like, furries are cringe, furries are weird, A lot of times, whenever people are in their fursona, whenever they're in their fursuit, they like playing this character, and so they don't want to talk to you. Okay, they don't want to talk. I like talking in my fursonas because I like making little voices for all of my different characters and doing all of that fun stuff. But a lot of times people don't want to talk. Okay, which is why a lot of furries will use hand movements like, yeah, or no, or don't come near me, you weirdo, like all kinds of stuff. A lot of times, furries, they're like, can I have a hug from you? They're like, yeah, or they're like, no. It's just all about those hand movements. Different people express how they feel whenever they're doing their fursona differently. That's just like people are different. That's just like people who make fursonas have different personalities. It just depends on what the person wants. Associating it to all of us is not okay because we all like different things. So just throwing that out there. Now, one of the most amazing things about being a furry is how accepting the community is. And I hear this all the time, that if you're furry, you're gay, or you're trans, and that has no association to this. That has no association to my hobby. Yes, I personally am, but that doesn't mean that every single furry is. It just happens to be that furries are very accepting and very open and very amazing because we get ridiculed for dressing as mascots, which, by the way, if you are a sports fan or a Disney fan, have any of you guys seen the new Bolt costume that Disney brought out? That is literally a fursuit, okay? Any kind of basketball game, football game, you see them panthers, them tigers, them lions, wolves, mascots, yeah. They're furries. They are in fursuits. You guys have no right. If you are a fan of that team, you support furries. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, that's just how it's gotta be, because literally they are wearing fursuits. Like, let's be so for real. Let's be so for real right now. But no, let me get back on track. Sorry, I went off on a little tangent there. But the main point is that this community is so accepting. We just love everybody, and that's why a lot, not all, but a majority of people in this community are a part of the LGBTQ plus AI, etc. community, because we are accepted here. And it's fun, and I love doing it. I love being a part of both communities very equally. Now, another one of my topics that comes up a lot is that this is a kink or fetish for me. I'm a little concerned for all of you who say that to me, because that has nothing to do with this, okay? I do not wear this whenever I partake in adult activities. I should also probably mention that if somebody was in a full fursuit, do you know how freaking hot it is in there? It is well over like 100 degrees in there. And you then want me to go and partake in this adult activity? Are you serious? And no. And I should also, for the last time, mention one other small detail, that most of this community is kids. Did you know that? Did you know that most of this community is people under the age of 18? Yeah. So next time you want to make that comment, maybe you should take your little pea-sized brain and you should think just a little bit harder about that, okay? Because I don't like doing that, okay? We're just going to leave it at that. And for people that do, that is their own decision. That is an adult activity between two consenting adults, and I have no part in commenting on that, because I have no part in commenting on that. I personally do not like doing that. Thank you. Now, let me specify one more time that this is a hobby. Okay? I do not think that I am this character. This is a hobby for me. This is something that I love doing. I loved making videos. I love doing all my little makeup. I love wearing my little stuff. This is a fun hobby for me. Okay? It is a hobby, everybody. Say it with me. It is a hobby, okay? Now, I will say, sometimes I do get a little smidge of, I don't want to say dysphoria, because that's a very strong word, but sometimes I do. Sometimes whenever I don't have my ears and my stuff on, because it makes me so happy, that sometimes whenever I don't get to do it for a certain extent of time, I get sad. I get a little sad, I get a little depressed, and that is perfectly okay, and that is perfectly normal, because it is something that you love to do. And if it's something that you love to do, that's just like if you love doing art as a hobby, and somebody was like, you can't do art anymore, and you're like, oh, that makes me sad. That's kind of how I feel whenever I don't get to do my hobby a lot. And not being able to do it out in public is a whole other issue, and it makes me very sad not being able to go out certain places and do it, because of negative people that want to bring us all down. And that's kind of not cool. Now, back to the fursona aspect, there are literally an infinite list of species of animals that you could be. Like, the list is literally like from here, down to there. It is like insane, okay? And there's another thing in this community called hybrids. And I actually had a YouTube short about that, part of my Potastic series. And a hybrid is an animal that has two or more animals. So, did that make sense? It's two or more animals. So you could be like a dragon, kangaroo, wolf, robot. Boom. That actually sounds kind of cool now that I made that up, but that actually sounds really cool. And those are called hybrids. And they are lots of cool different things in one. I have two hybrids currently. I have Blueberry, which is a dino wolf, and I have Mango, which is a lion and a saber-toothed tiger mix. So those are what hybrids are. I have two of them, and they are super fun, super cool. Now, how I designed my fursona is that I came up with like my topic and like my unique interests. Like, I love fruit. And so all of my fursonas are fruit themed. I have strawberry, and I have blueberry, and I have mango. But a lot of other people come up with them different ways. Sometimes they'll already get pre-made avatars, pre-made suits, pre-made characters. Some people pull inspiration from things that they love in their daily lives. It all just depends on what you want to do and how you want to come up with your fursona. They also have like random name generators, random animal generators that you are more than welcome to use. Now, let me specify this. You do not have to have a fursuit to be a furry, okay? Only around 10 to 15% of this entire community have full fursuits. It's just how it is. You do not have to have a full fursuit to be a furry. It's really bad because some furries will actually tell you that. I've gotten comments from furries who have been like, you are not a furry. You are wearing fluffy paws and ears. That is not a furry. I feel like that really hurts a lot of people by saying that. I feel like you really don't have to wear anything if you want to be a furry, because people have different ideas towards their fursonas. People have different incomes. Like, I cannot afford an entire full bodysuit, but I still love being a furry. It's amazing. And having these characters and drawing this art, it's all about this community. And even if you cannot afford a fursuit, you are still a furry if you want to be. It's all about wanting to do this. So, for all of you who are negative towards people within this community, stop it. I don't like it. Lastly, I want to touch on a specific topic that I get asked quite a bit, which is the difference between a furry and a Therian. I cannot talk a lot about this topic because I am not a Therian, and if I have any of my Therian followers who want to comment down below and go over this topic a little bit more, you guys are more than welcome to, but I feel like you guys deserve a place in this video because you guys are a part of the furry community, because a lot of times people who are Therians are also furries, so it works out for both. A Therian is somebody who is spiritually connected to animals or has been an animal in their past life, who has seen these, who believes that they are spiritually attached to animals. They still, there are some Therians who believe that they are animals, but that is not all of them. Okay, a lot of times it's just a spiritual thing. They love doing like the quadrophobics and running and making these cool masks and doing all kinds of amazing stuff that I could literally never do. I'm sorry, but if you guys asked me to jump that high, like I've seen some of the videos, like I literally could not do it. But that is the difference between furries and a Therian. A Therian doesn't have really a fursona. They believe spiritually that they are that animal. And furries just have their fursonas, and we are more of like cosplayers, I guess is a good way to kind of explain it. If I have any of my Therian followers, like I said before, who want to explain it better for me, I would love it if you guys could go into the comments. I don't want to touch too much on the topic because I only know just the teeniest bit about it, but I did want to explain the difference between furries and Therians because there is a big difference. And with that, I hope that this updated video answered a lot more of the questions that I got. And if they didn't, leave me some more questions below and I will try to cover them in the comments or make another video. If you guys liked this video, be sure to like, subscribe, and comment down below. I also want to mention that I did open a Patreon, and if any of you guys are feeling special, you guys can check that out. Completely up to you guys. And with that, I hope you all have a fun, safe, and happy day. Bye, guys! I'll see you guys in the next video.